What's up, witches? It's me, Je suis TheZenWitch, with another unboxing for you. And today we are unboxing the Londa Tarot as I move my face all over the screen. So this is the Londa Tarot by Londa. What do you know about that? U.S. Games. The beautiful 78 cards by Londa are highly stylized, unique, and spiritually influenced. The scenes on each card are staged with characters presented in a dramatic and theatrical manner. And we see the High Priestess on the back. This is 1993. Older than I thought. Wow, all right. With your standard little box that, of course, has been all taped up the way I do. Here's the little white book. And fair warning, we are in the shadow of a retro. So I am tripping all over my tongue. Let's look at the backs. So we have kind of an equal armed cross at the back, nice black cards. And then here's a facing card, so becomes a nice blocking card. And then we have an actual blank card. It says, "Who are you really, Londa?" So an excellent thing. You know, in the Hanson Roberts, the blank card has the person pulling back a curtain and it says, "To all believers." This is, and it's rare that you get an actual blank card that's meant to be a blank card like that. And this is one of the few. Who are you really? So it just confronts you with a question. When the blank card comes up in a reading, it says no information is available right now. It also says there's a test of faith, because when we're confronted with no information and no answers, what we really confront is our belief system. So we have to ask, who are you really? And you can see, get a glimpse of the style of this deck. Very elegant, elongated characters. And then we're into the majors. Here's the Fool. So there's kind of an anime, sort of a manga-ish style about this. I really like the style, truthfully. So there's the Fool. He's standing on the edge of the cliff. He's got a crow at his heels. Here's the Magician. And aside from the artist's obvious personal style, we can see something similar to the standard Smith deck. That we see a sword, there's a chalice, there's a pentacle, and he's holding a wand. So we've got all the elements. Here's the High Priestess again. Isn't she lovely? You can find her, camera. Seriously, you can. I mean, look at that hair. And the high cheekbones. A little bit more casual than usual. Here's the Empress. I love the clothing style in this deck. Here's the Emperor. Not a lot of detail to hook into. So this is a deck, it's good, you know, if you have a grounding in basic tarot. There's the Hierophant. Here are the Lovers. And, you know, you see, I mean, we obviously have two people here because it's the Lovers, and look at the sword with a little heart there. But the rest of them seem to just have one character. And even like the Chariot, it doesn't show the horses pulling the chariot. It's just the charioteer and the front. So there is an allusion to the standard, and it's Akhenaten. You know, usually it shows the sphinxes sometimes rather than horses. It's sphinxes in the traditional, actually. Here's the Justice card is number 8, which means strength will be 11. The Hermit. And again, we don't get a lot of side details. We just get the essence of the character from the standard. There's the Wheel of Fortune with kind of a fairy coming down and sort of a devil coming up. And there's the Strength card. Come on. Why are we having such a hard time today, camera? There we go. You got him by the tail. She's also wearing him. And there's another one down by her feet, the Hanged Man. So this is a departure. I mean, we actually have a noose around the neck. That is like, I will use the word never here. I don't think I have ever seen a Hanged Man card that actually shows someone hanging by the neck. It's because the card talks about sort of willful submission. And so hanging by the foot is, you know, something someone is submitting to. I'm going to set that aside, see what it says about that. Here's the Death card. Temperance. Pouring from the vessels. Here's the Devil. Boy, it's been a long time since I've looked at these. And again, we don't have the two other characters that usually show up with the Devil. There's usually a man and a woman, and it shows them chained. We kind of have a Caduceus-ish thing here with a snake, but none of the other normal details that you would see. Here's the Tower, and what we see is a pyramid that's breaking apart as he carries this huge ankh. There's the Star and the Moon. Again, no crayfish, no dog, no wolf, just the one character. The Sun. Naked, but no pony. Judgment. Just the Angel and the World. So the art style is definitely focused on a character rather than all of the symbology that's normally included. Okay, Ace of Wands. The Two. So if you see this, I mean, this is a pretty assertive stance there with the two wands kind of showing a boundary, but you don't really get a lot of details that are going to tell you what this card means. Now, tell me what's different between this guy and this guy. You know, there's not a lot to hook onto intuitively there. Pardon me. Still got gobthroat. Here's the Four of Wands. So it's generally the marriage card, and it shows her, you know, very much dressed up and flowered up, sort of celebrating, but we don't know what she's doing there. There's no indication of creating something with someone else. So again, you really do have to know what the standard tarot is about when you get this deck. Five of Wands. So we do see some things kind of going at cross purposes. She's got her hands up there. The Six. I guess we can get victory out of that. Definitely gives you the idea of moving along a path at any rate. The Seven. That's close to the original. The Eight, with eights just flying through the air, wands flying through the air. The Nine. Okay, we can see a boundary being set. And the 10, I could certainly see that being oppression. Tap my knee because I feel like I'm going to sneeze. If you don't know about that, try it sometime. If you're ever going to sneeze, right when you're, you know, it starts coming on, tap your knee. You will not sneeze. Page of Wands. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. So again, beautiful figures, but not a lot of detail to give you an intuitive grasp here. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. We have a mask, but not a blindfold. The Three, that's pretty standard. The Four, going to rest. Five. The Six, moving forward in the boat. Seven, Thief. Eight. So if you do have that standard tarot iconography in your head, you can easily translate. I mean, this is close. And then the 10. But style is king in this deck. The style of the figures, the art style definitely predominates over any traditional symbolism. Page of Swords. There's the Knight on a zebra. The Queen. and the King. No doubt pleasing images. I mean, I just really do like the style. And these came out before there was, the huge manga craze and anime craze, at least in this country, as far as I know. King of Swords. Maybe I just didn't hang out right with the right people. Here come the Pentacles, the Ace, the 2. Look at the skeleton coming after him. Is that a skeleton or just a ghosty kind of thing? I don't know. The 3, talking about mastery. So you see a paintbrush in the hand. You see tools. So one could get mastery out of that. 4 of Pentacles. Definitely that grasping quality. 5. Oh, look at that loss. You have to have things falling away. That's an interesting portrayal. The 6. Charity. 7. Working. 8 is the... And look at the images up there. So this is like Londa working on in the Encyclopedia of Tarot. Oh, I wish I still had that volume. I only had 1 volume, though. The 9 and the 10. Still only 1 person. Page. Knight. Queen. And King. And then we've got the cups. Cups at the end. Well, something was missing. The 2. So we do see 2 people here, and we definitely get that sense of relationship. The 3. But we don't get the 3 people partying together here. She just looks like she's kind of checking out the cup. Doesn't necessarily look like a celebration. The 4, that certainly looks like disappointment. That certainly looks like the big harumph. The 6. Going through an old trunk, so memories there. That connects. The 7. And we have little dragonflies flying around the cups. The 8. 9, there's the wish card. He looks smug. He looks like he's set up to give you whatever you wish for. And the 10. Then we have the page. And the Knight. And the Queen. And the King. The color palette is certainly consistent through the court cards at any rate. All right, let's go to the book and take a look at this Hanged Man card. There she is. Come on, let's get her in focus. There. All right. Londa was born February 26, 1952 in Marietta, Ohio. Whoa, she's an Ohioan. Once you get to know Londa, you'll sense that she doesn't view life in quite the same way as the rest of us do. Some liken her to Peter Pan, the eternal child who preferred living in the fairy tale world of Neverland. Her paintings, like her poetry, appear to be magical windows with a view to the other sides of life. Londa tears holes in our perception, opening those portals normally closed tight by reality. Okay, so definitely artist statement illustrated by Londa, divinations and instructions by Londa. So they do differentiate and specifically say that she did both the artwork and the writing. Wow. Okay, so here's a poem called Pharaoh's Daughter. Let's read her poetry. Pyramids, gold, precious jewels, her favorite blue lazuli. Mystic powers were her only rules. How she loved so deeply, so truly. The Pharaoh's daughter, all the gods sought her. What were her secrets, her magical powers? Why would they gaze at her upon endless hours? She was his likeness, a goddess, his wife. She was a high priestess in the Pharaoh's life. Long, thick black hair, oh, was she really there? Look now, she lays in her dress of gold, never to grow old. A tainted body, painted face, there's a faint smell of her perfume, only a trace. Her spirit lingers in this cold tomb, a body so frail, once golden, now pale. Through the Pharaoh's body his blood did race, never again on this Egyptian land would he see her grace. The Pharaoh's likeness, a ghostly sight, whispered, join my sleep, lay beside me, leave with me tonight. I think I would have to spend some time with that. Okay. There's an introduction. And then the major arcana. Let's just look up the Hanged Man. So you can see that poem didn't really ring anything with me. Okay, hanging loosely by a noose, facing a new sunrise, the hanged man picks himself up by the bootstraps. He knows that with a little effort he can climb up, reach the noose, and pull it from his neck. He appears indifferent to an imposed position. He knows that, although he is hung in suspension, he soon will have his feet planted firmly facing into the crimson sky. Transition, springing from traps set by the lynch mob. Working for another's freedom. Give yourself permission to be free. Springing from traps set by the lynch mob. All right, very interesting. I mean, it is the, willful submission. He can set himself free if he wants to, but then there's the idea that somebody else put him there, that, he has to free himself because this was not his choice to begin with. Interesting. All right, let's just go for it. And first, let me give one shuffle, because this is a standard deck of the early 90s and a US Games deck. So, of course, it's going to shuffle like a deck of cards. Glory, hallelujah. All right, before I shuffle anymore, let's ask our ancestors and allies, guides, and guardians to come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Please connect with me in the deck. I offer you pure water. I offer you fire of Azrael, so that you may be a true tool of divination and a true carrier of wisdom. To bring information from the other side through my mouth to you, my viewer. All right, let's do a couple more shuffles this way. What do my viewers need to know today in order to thrive, in order to survive well? To not only survive, but to gain something from the surviving, to gain strength and move forward. All right. We're going for 3. Message for my viewers, please. There they are. And I believe we've got 4. Yes, I am going to shuffle them. All right. We have the 4 of Cups. I don't know why I'm putting them this way. That's the way they're telling me to put them. So 4 of Cups at the top here. So with the major arcana, she definitely has a description of the image, and then there's divinatory meaning and reverse. When we get into the minors, we just have a very short list of keywords with each of them. Suit of Cups, 4 of Cups, and we start with the King and go backwards through the suits. Does she say why? I'm sure she doesn't. No. We just start with the King and go backwards. It will be a great day when somebody finally explains why I'm going backward through a numbered sequence in one of these books. Please, somebody do that. All right, 4 of Cups, miserable. Definitely looks miserable. Trapped feeling, incapable of making a move, fatigued, depressed. So how are we all feeling right now? Just like this. Fucking miserable. He's even crying. Miserable, feeling trapped, incapable of making a move. Boy, howdy. And probably particularly now, because as I shoot this, we're in the shadow of a retro and it is slowing down to station. So yeah, we're feeling fatigued and depressed and just stuck in place. That's why they wanted me to put that card at the top. Now let's look at what we do about this. 10 of Swords comes up first. So ouchie, depression, severe pain, murderous inflictions, bloodthirsty surroundings. Damn. Okay, So if that wasn't bad enough, yeah, now we're at the place of depression here. And I'm looking at what's happening right now just in our country and with COVID and the murderous inflictions, the continued live rallies that are going on while the president himself is infected. Bloodthirsty surroundings. We're certainly in a dog-eat-dog period right now, aren't we? Where people are caught up in this mindset of if somebody else gets something they need, that means I have less of what I need. So this zero-sum mentality. So I just want to validate and acknowledge that, yes, some of us are feeling quite bad right now. Then we have two queens. Look at this. The Queen of Wands, readily available to take on anyone's problems, soothing nature, logical solutions, compassionate. And the Queen of Pentacles, we have affluent, serenity, luxury, coziness, solace, satisfaction. All right. So what do we need to know? Readily available to take on anyone's problems. So I guess seek advice would be a way to find somebody to talk to, whether that's a friend that will listen and just let you vent without judging or trying to fix everything, or beyond that, to talking to someone in a professional capacity. So certainly, if things are getting to this point where there's actual depression and you really are super stuck and you're finding that you cannot get things moving or find any pleasure in your life at all, it is very possibly time to go and talk to someone in a professional capacity. And then Pentacles, affluence, serenity, luxury, coziness, solace. I think it's just going for those things that always made us comfortable before. And it's the little things that get us through these big times, right? So that cup of warm tea, that hot mug of cider, the fuzzy blanket, rewatching a series that might be comfort food for you. Buffy's one of those for me. When things are really bad, it's like, let's go to Buffy, and I will have maybe one episode in my mind, and I'll think, I'm going to go back and watch that episode, and that starts the whole train rolling, and I don't quit until I'm through the whole series. I just watched Lord of the Rings again, and this is the director's cut. So these are the long ass things, including all of the extras. That's comfort food for me as well. So she's talking about going for comfort food, maybe getting yourself something nice. I mean, we're here in keto land, and a week or so ago when things really hit the fan, I went and bought like this big fucking thing of candy bar bites, and we slammed the shit out of those. It's comfort. We're back off of it again. We're back off of sugar again. But it's like every once in a while, you just need something comfortable, something that brings you some comfort and solace. So I don't, get that kind of reassuring feeling with these. It's just saying if things have gotten that bad and we've got the cups and the swords, that we really are feeling taken down here. So somebody to talk to, somebody that can help you with your problems, or at least just listen, and then doing something that really does feel like a creature comfort to you. Noticing that this is a bit shorter of a review, and I tell you, I know I've told you before that when I do readings, every part of it is a reading. So when I'm reading for someone, if I feel tears coming up, I immediately acknowledge their grief process. Or if I'm, reading cards and it's like, it feels like pulling teeth. That's what things are feeling like to them. So just the nature of how these unboxing videos go has a lot of information in it. And the fact that this didn't take me very long says that I'm not getting deeply drawn into these cards. These cards aren't stopping me. What could I say about them but, ooh, I like his boots, or, look at that torn t-shirt. That's pretty cool. Or that one's got some long fingers. There's not a lot of background detail that's going to draw you into these cards as an intuitive device, like, all, what do I want to say? Self-contained, like a self-contained intuitive device. And the meanings that she gives are certainly different. I'm going to take a couple more here. All right, just give me two. Tell me about where I'm at right now. Just give me two. I'm going to see if this hits. All right, they're telling me done. We have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. I like his boots. He came out again. Eight of Cups. Fear of success, stage fright, overwhelmed by the idea of competition. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, they hit. They hit, folks. So I was looking for, does this deck have the it factor? Page of Swords, sinewy character, secret agent, animal magnetism, charmer. Okay, secret agent, animal magnetism, and a charmer. Okay, so if it's talking about me there, not really sinewy. Secret agent, animal magnetism. Actually, secret agent is funny because I was just talking about starting a series of reading famous people's charts, and I wanted to call it something about spying because it is, because it really is. Okay, but this one hit right between the eyes with the fear of success. Ouch. Okay. This might make sense to you later on tonight. This video drops on a Monday. By Monday night, this might make sense to you. How these two are making sense to me right now. At any rate, it is an interesting deck. It is an attractive deck. I certainly bought it because I liked the way the figures looked. So you decide. I don't even know if it's still in print, truthfully. I should look that up for you. 1993, I kind of doubt it. And you know what? Since this is short, what the hell? I'm just going to look it up. Let's look. Londa Tarot. Oh, the French edition is listed on Amazon. More buying options, $200. Yeah, okay. It is out of print. Sorry about that, folks. It is out. All right. Well, then that's an unboxing the classics, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you got some kind of comfort out there. This doesn't seem to be a really comforting deck, but hopefully it's comforting just knowing I'm here for you every day, which I am. I will be here again for another unboxing tomorrow. And on Wednesday night, I will see you for a live stream at 8:30 Eastern, and I will do readings for all the signs. Below you will find a donate button. And you will also find a Patreon button. So if you would like to join my Patreon page, you see this fear of success? I'm tripping over my tongue. Anyway, you'll find a Patreon button. Sign up. I got all kinds of stuff available for you. And I will be here every single day for another unboxing until I'm through. I now have 203 decks. And considering how often I'm getting gift decks, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my natural life. I hope you're digging that. There's also a wish list below if you want to buy me one of those decks and get a reading for you on my unboxing video. And so, yay, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Be safe. See you later. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.